What's up, DJs? Welcome to 2025. Happy New Year. Glad to see you back now. It's going to be a fantastic year. Hope you're ready for a big bull run. I got a special video for you today. It's a little bit of a long one, but it is very, very rewarding. Now, Maestro have kind of given me 20 accounts to give access to the premium version of the Maestro trading bot. That's 20 people, normally $200 a month. First month free, so that's $4,000 worth of value for me to give away to you guys. If you want to find out how to get access to that premium version of the Maestro trading bot, make sure you stick around and watch the video. Look out for the answer in the video. Let's get into it. What's up, DJs? Me, Maniacs. Welcome or welcome back to another day in my DeFi life. It's another day to use your noggin to make some profits in the meme token trading space, and I've got a beauty for you today. But before we get into that, happy holidays, happy new year. I hope you had a fantastic 2024. It's going to be a massive 2025 moving forward. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, smash that notification bell, get some fantastic videos coming in 2025. Today I'm going to run over a very professional trading bot that you may or may not be familiar with. Regardless, we're going to run over the details, check out how you can get trading and really up your game when it comes to trading meme tokens. Now, there are a lot of trading bots out there at the moment, and most of them do just enough to get you by. But if you want to step up your game, be more professional and really earn some gains in the meme token trading space, then you have to get the right trading bot that suits you. And this particular trading bot, Maestro, is very, very in-depth, very professional, and very capable of doing meme token trading that'll step up your game regardless where you come from. So let's jump in and have a look at Maestro, get a look at the details, how you can trade with Maestro, the various trading options, and see how you can up your game when it comes to trading meme tokens. Let's jump in and have a look at Maestro. Okay, so if you're not yet using Maestro, if you're not familiar with Maestro, the link to getting Maestro is in the description of the video. And Maestro does have options that you can utilize for free. And there is also a professional or an upgraded version of Maestro as well. So we're going to jump in and show you what the difference is between those two right now. But again, the link for Maestro you'll find in the description below. So what you need to do first is just click on that start button, sniper, before you get started on Maestro. What we're going to do is jump into premium, and I'm going to show you what premium does for you. Now, premium will give you speed boost, dedicated premium bot, launch tax and deadlock simulation. What you get with the free bot is 8 trade monitors, but you get 30 with the premium version, 36-hour trades, where you get 96-hour trades on the premium version. You get 2 multi-wallets on the free version and 9 multi-wallets on the premium version. On the free version, you get 3 copy trade wallets. Premium, you get 10. The free version, you get 3 concurrent snipes, and on the premium version, you get 10. On the free version, you get 1 concurrent pre-sale, and on the premium version, you get 5 concurrent pre-sales. You get an alpha counter, last seen, Maestro trending list, Maestro Yacht Club membership, future unrevealed benefits. Now, the premium membership is $200 per month. I will be giving away some premium memberships today, so check out the deal on the screen right here, or check out the link below in the description if you wish to win access to the premium version of Maestro. It is well worth it. Now, I know some of you might not be able to afford that $200 budget, so it will be handy if you can win access to premium version to figure out whether it will be suitable for you or not. So keep an eye out for that deal. I'll pop it up every now and then on the screen. It's also linked in the description below. So that is the first thing, premium versus free. Again, you can use it for free. It's very, very capable still with the free version. So what we're going to focus on today is trading on Solana with Maestro. That is our main focus. I want to get you up to speed trading on Solana with Maestro. And the first thing you're going to need to do is organize a wallet. So you're going to need to click on your wallet. If you have not generated a wallet yet, click on Sol, and you'll need to generate a wallet here. So you need to get that wallet generated in order to start trading. Now, like you saw in the free versus premium, you can do multi-wallets. So I just suggest do 1 wallet for now, just to get up to speed with Maestro. So just generate a wallet, get that started, and then we need to transfer some funds over to your wallet. So in order to transfer some funds onto your wallet, see here, I've got 0.19 at the moment. Let's go and jump in and start with 1 Solana to get us started with trading on Maestro. So you're going to need to copy this wallet address here and send over some Solana, whether it's from an exchange or from another wallet you have. Send over at least 1 Solana to get started with Maestro. So I've added that Solana to my wallet, and you'll see now I have at least 1 Solana or 1 Sol in order to start trading on the Maestro bot. So once you get that set up, make sure you get the Solana over to your wallet. You're now going to need it to set up your buy and sell wallet settings. These will be the global settings for all the trades that you do within Maestro. Now, you can set up individual buy and sell settings for various other trading options within Maestro, but these are your global settings right here. So we're going to do those now, and I'm going to show you how that's done. You're going to need to go down the bottom of your wallet, hit config. Now when you hit config, you've got buy and sell here. So you're going to need to set up your buy options, and here we have all your buy options here, which will show up as options here at the top. So what we want to do here is we want to activate auto buy. So that might actually be across when you first get started. So activate auto buy, and then if you want to, you can set up some minimum market caps and some maximum market caps for your global settings if you like. Now I've got mine set up already, 10,000 minimum market cap, 10 million maximum market cap. And then once I go into different trading types, I will then set up individual types of market caps for those particular trades. The way you want to do that is you have your min and max market cap here. You can just hit your min market cap and hit the amount you want. We want 10,000, and then you hit your max market cap. So let's set that up to 10 million, and now that's 10 million. The way you want to reset that is you can delete that option here. That is now minimum market cap threshold has been deleted, so you can reset that if you want to. It's an example of how you can reset. You've got minimum liquidity, maximum liquidity. I do not play with these at the moment. You'll see here, I've got these disabled. Min market cap liquidity, I've got those disabled, and I'll set those at a later date for particular trading that I want to do. We then have gas delta. Now gas delta is obviously important. The gas that you spend on trades will help you get in and out of trades at a quick and reasonable time. So make sure you set those gas deltas appropriately. Right now I've got my gas delta 0.002, which is kind of the standard at the moment, but obviously once we get into some kind of trading or different types of trading, you're going to want to set up that according to the types of trading that you're doing. So gas delta 0.002, price impact alert, I have not got that set at the moment. The slippage, you can see up here, 35%, pretty standard at the moment. So that's pretty good. And that's the buy setup. So you want that auto buy active. That is your global settings for your Solana wallet. Auto buy is active, so when you drop in a contract or when you start trading different call channels, then the auto buy will be active for you globally. Then you need to go back, return, hit on sell, and you need to do the same thing with your sell settings. Make sure you set up your global auto sell, trailing sell, auto sell, depending on how you want to trade. There is a trailing sell, there is auto sell retry as well. I always have these active. If I want to sell a token, I want to get out ASAP, I'll set the trailing sell so I get a good sell position if the token does reverse down and start dumping on me. So again, sell high and sell low, very similar to minimum and maximum market cap. The sell high percentage, I've got one take profits percentage of 125, and the amount that I want to sell is 100% at that level. Again, it's the same. You just set the sell high percentage 125%, and sell low, I'm going to say -50 for my stop loss. If the token dumps down and hits -50, then it will sell 100% of my tokens. Selling high, I'm going to sell 100%. Sell low, I'm going to sell 100% as well. So that is now set up here. 125, 100% sell, -50, and it'll sell 100%. So I've got my sell high amount and I've got my sell low amount set. So those global settings are all set and in place. And I've got, of course, the slippage, and the slippage is the same as the buy, 35%. And of course, we change that for individual types of trades, depending on the type of trading that we're doing. So those are the global settings that you need to set for your Solana wallet. Once you've generated your wallet, you set your auto buy settings and you set your auto sell settings, and then you can return back to the menu and start focusing on different types of calls. So we'll go back to the main menu. First thing we're going to focus on is call channels. Every time you click through on a menu, or most menus on Maestro, you're going to be asked which chain you're going to be on. So of course we're targeting Solana. So click on Sol, and we have all of these different call channels here. Now there are 2 call channels that are instantly active. Now Maestro have their own scraper bot that they have set up that you can run on your own computer and scrape different calls. Now, because I'm having issues with my Telegram, I cannot show you the scraper side of things for Maestro in particular, but I can show you scraping calls from my own particular channel that I host myself, and that will be through the Me here. So the Me section is where you want to scrape your own kind of calls or send in your calls from your own calls channel over to Maestro, and the scraper section here is for the Maestro scraper bot. So we'll get into that in another video when I've sorted out my Telegram issues. But for now, we're going to jump in. I'm going to show you how things perform when we scrape calls from a calls channel that sends the calls into Maestro and starts trading these calls. So let's jump in and have a look at how to set up these calls. So the first thing you're going to do is click on Me. You're going to notice, obviously, you've got your trading settings here for your calls, and you're going to need to set these up in accordance with the calls that you're receiving. So I want to track my call. I'm not going to be selecting multi. Now, multi is if you have multiple wallets, you can switch between wallets. For now, we're just going to stick with the one wallet that we generated earlier. So just going to stick with that, which is called the main wallet for me. Auto buy, you're going to activate that. That's important to activate that if if you want to trade these calls that are going to be sent into Maestro. Now, auto buy, once you activate that, you're going to need to check it is enabled, as well as there is no global disabled. So what you set up earlier with your Solana wallet, your auto buys, and you activated your auto buys on your Solana wallet, that activated the global settings. Now you notice here, the global disabled is on multi because that is the global settings for multiple wallets that I didn't enable earlier. So make sure that there's no global disabled section here next to the auto buy, and also the same thing for auto sell and trailing sell as well. Make sure that those are enabled in the global settings. Now these are the calls settings, so we're just going to jump in and we're going to figure out what we want to do and what we want to target with these particular calls. Now I've got some calls that I want to bring into Maestro from my own hosted calls channel that sends in pump fund tokens that sit between the range of $100,000 and $200,000 in market cap shortly after migrating from Pump Fund to Radium. We're going to snatch up some tokens that happen to run from the migration on Pump Fund that sit between 100,000 and 200,000 market cap. We're just going to run with those and see how they go in this particular trading session. So minimum liquidity, maximum liquidity, and that is all disabled. I do not worry about that. It's just the market cap that I want to target. The gas price delta, I've actually put it a little bit higher for these particular trades because it can get a little bit fast after the migration. So I want to make sure I capture those trades. Slippage 35%, the amount 001. We're just doing some tests. So what I like to do initially when I'm starting a new calls trade is I like to test initially to make sure that the calls coming through are going to be good. So we're going to test a handful of calls and see how the tokens manage to run and see how Maestro handles those tokens when they come into the trading bot. So we've set that up. The buy amount 001 for testing purposes. Auto buy is active, tracking is active. Buy slippage, gas delta, auto sell, auto trailing sell is all activated. Market cap restrictions are activated as well. And that's all ready to go. So we are ready to receive some calls from our very own calls channel to start trading some of those pump fund migrations that come over to Radium. So let's jump in and see how these perform. Now this here is the Maestro Telegram scraper, which I haven't been able to set up yet because of issues with my own Telegram. I'm going to alternate to another scraper at the moment, which is our very own DGen meme calls channel, which we have a scraper for. And I'm going to target live migrations that are actually on Radium, just launched on Radium with Maestro Pro. And I'm going to set those market caps that I've set in Maestro between 100 and 200,000. So if any token takes off after reaching Radium, then I'll snatch it up between 100 and 200,000. So that'll be really good. Now I'm going to just start these off as is. Now I'm going to also enable a delay here of 10 seconds for our pump fund live migrations to see whether they dump or not. Because usually what happens with pump fund migrations, they have a good dump after migration and then they pump back up again. So we're going to give this a 10-second delay and then wait for it to pump back up. And after that 10-second delay, if it is between the 100 and 200,000 market cap, we will snatch it up with Maestro. So we've got live migrations and we're targeting the very own Maestro Pro bot. And we're going to start those off right now. We're going to watch those come into Maestro as they happen. Okay, that has started performing already. Those live migrations have started coming through and you can see the details that come through for the token. You got the contract, you got the LP, you've also got interesting details here. 37 hits on alpha, market cap 62,000, liquidity 27,000. And we've got down here, set gas delta is below the recommended value of 0.006. And like I said, trading with something that's going to be trading a lot faster on the migration side of things. So my 005 is not enough. And you can see my market cap filter is below 100,000. So we're waiting for those tokens that pump soon after migration to try and hit that 100,000 mark or more to get that token. I don't want to buy into tokens that are going to dump straight after migration. So that's what we're going to do for now. So that's the limit we're going to set. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in and readjust my gas delta to be at the best setting possible to snap these calls when I do get a token that comes through at the right price. Global multi-wallet is disabled, set gas delta. This one looks like it's come through. Buy transaction 0.001 succeeded. So that particular token came through from migration from Pump Fund and was above 100,000 and managed to get a purchase as well. Even though my gas delta was below the recommended amount, it still managed to hit. So I'm going to leave my gas delta for now. Hopefully that'll continue to buy those tokens as they come through from Pump Fund. And you can see my primary trade. One of the great things about Maestro bot is you have this monitor section here, add to trade monitor. You can look at your trade monitor at any time by jumping on the menu here, monitor, spawn the trade monitor panel in case you delete it by accident. So jump on here. This trade monitor will show you all of your trades that are happening. Now I only have one trade currently on there, Squid Game 2, currently at 15% in profit. Now this is obviously just a test for now, so we're just testing these trades, trying to figure out whether they're going to be successful or not. And if they are successful over a number of trades, then we're going to start investing and looking for real profits. Here's another token that's just come through from pump fund migrations. The market cap does not surpass my filter, so that is not being sniped at all. So that is good. So that you can see there that filter is working quite well for my calls channel. Sniping pump fund migrations after the migration above 100,000 market cap. Again, the reason for that is a lot of tokens will dump straight after migration. We do not want to get into those tokens that dump down. We want to wait about 10 or so seconds, and then after about 10 or so seconds, we only want to get into those tokens that are pumped up over 100,000. Some will dump, some will rise up very quickly. So we just want those ones that rise up really quick. We can try and make some profits. Let's keep looking at the ones that come through. Here's one that's come through. Sell transaction of Squid Games 2 succeeded. So that hit. So that actually dumped down after my purchase. Initial trailing sell dumped down. So it pumped up, and then the trailing sell sold after it dropped back down again. So we'll jump in and have a look at that transaction on the charts and show you what happened with that particular transaction. So in order to look at the transaction, you need to just jump over to Dex Screener from Maestro. So for any transactions that you do, you'll have links to Dex Screener, Dex Tools, etc., etc. Just click on Dex Screener and then paste in your wallet address to the maker right here, your wallet address right here. So you can see from the transaction that we did for Squid Games 2, it actually jumped up really quickly to that 100,000 or more, but then after a few seconds, dumped back down again. And those are going to happen now and then. So what we're trying to do is avoid as much of these as we possibly can by only getting in the tokens that jump up and keep going. Occasionally, some of these tokens are going to dump down. Unfortunately, that's part of the game of trading meme tokens. So let's jump in and have a look at what else we've bought here. A bunch of these have not hit the market cap. You already own this token. So we've got QDog come through here. So QDog was above 100,000 market cap just by the skin of its teeth. And we're going to see how that performs for us. So let's jump back over to the trade monitor and see how our trades are going. We have QDog, and that is all we have right now, just the one token, currently minus 34% on that profit and loss. Let's jump over to Dex Screener and see how this one's trading as well. Again, jump over to Dex Screener and paste in your wallet address to the maker's filter right there, and you'll get your trade up on the screen. Right there it is. So we bought the top, but that's okay as long as this token is going to keep pumping up. We want this token to go up to 300, 400, perhaps even $1 million in market cap in order to take profits. So we want to test these trades first and see how successful our little filters are for 100,000 market cap for pump fund migrations. And then after we see the results, we can make adjustments or then start trading actual real money to try and make real profits. So always test before you start putting in real money to your trade. Test these strategies and make sure they're all good to go. So this one's looking actually half decent, might actually pump up above 100,000, above 200,000, you never know. So we're going to watch this one like a hawk and then go back to see what's happening in Maestro. So we've got no new trades coming through just yet, but you get the idea. Let's wait for a few more trades to come through and we'll have a look at those results from our little test here with our 100K market cap using our call channel and trying to trade these pump fund migrations for some profit. Okay, so having a look over some of these tokens that have come through, we've missed quite a few of them below 100,000. We've also had one or two above 100,000 as well. I've just adjusted the market cap settings just so we can get a few more test trades going. But the point is, there's going to be a lot of migrations coming through. There's hundreds of migrations that make it to Radium every day. We do not want to trade every single one of those migrations. We want to try and filter out as many of those migrations as we can. So what we want to try and avoid the ones that dump down. We want to try and avoid the ones that pump straight up to $1 million because they are bundled launches. So we're trying to get trades that sit between 100,000 and maybe now 300 or 400,000 to try and get a few more test trades going. But again, we want to try and avoid as many trades as we can so we can try and just get those handful of good trades that come through that might happen to 5 or 10x over the next couple of hours. So we've just adjusted those market cap settings to increase the price range a little bit, try and get a few more test trades coming through. And we're going to see if those come through and see what they look like. When you click on the sniper bot, you can see the active trades you've got come through. That last one, QDog, did hit stop loss, so that did not work out. But that's the whole point of these test trades. We want to find out what's working and what's not. So let's make adjustments and then keep trying to test these calls. Here's one that's come through right now. This one is Truth Quantum Meme Entanglement, Qcoin. So that came through at below 100,000. So we've skipped that one as well. But again, that's okay. We just want to make sure we do not get into as many tokens as possible. We want to try and filter out those tokens and get into a handful of good ones, and occasionally there's going to be some that dump down. We cannot help that. That's part of the meme token trading, obviously. You can see here from this token, this is the Qumi coin that came through under 100,000, so we skipped that trade. The market cap came through at 44,000, so let's have a quick look at this token and see what happened as soon as it made migration over to Radium. So you can see here, as soon as it hit migration, it dumped down right all the way down to 44,000. So we skipped that. It jumped back up again from that 44K mark, but that never got momentum. So it's just going to probably range until it dumps down back to zero again. So we're just trying to figure out some filters that might work for us, see how they go. The migration's coming through about 70,000 at the moment. So initially when I was doing these tests, the price of Solana was a lot higher. So the migrations were coming through at a lot higher market cap. So I'm going to change the minimum market cap to somewhere just above that 70K mark. So I'm going to make it 80K. So we're going to look for tokens that hit that 80K and onwards and below 300 or 400K. So you can see here 72K. So we want tokens that jump up here straight after or about 10 seconds after migration. And then we can go from there. Most tokens are going to dump down like this, but then after 10 seconds, they're going to pump back up again. And we're looking for tokens that might hit above that 80K mark and keep going. So hopefully we can find that. Okay, we've had a couple of more tokens come through that have successfully been purchased. Let's take a look at the charts over here. You can see we bought here Peppa Pig over here at 88,000 and sold for 138,000 once we hit our take profit level. Pumped up here, but then it dumped back down again and it set off our trailing sell, but we've still managed to get a nice little profit depending on how much we put in. But that was just obviously a test trade, as we're doing just test trades at the moment. Another one that came through, Quasua came through. Now it came through at the right market cap, but as it was dumping down, the purchase came through a little bit late. So we got in at 47,000 there, market cap, and sold at 90,000. So that was a good sale, but a bit lucky that we got in at the price that we did. Now we've had one more purchase come through as well. So let's just jump over to our monitor, open up our monitor again. And now we have SquidFi. SquidFi is currently the only open trade that we have, currently minus 26%. Let's jump over to deck screen and see how that's performing. So we've had a couple of wins with that particular setup. It's important to do a few more trades to figure out what's a good option to get into these trades in regards to filters like the market cap filters that I have set. So you can see that dumped down and then jumped back up, and we managed to get that token on the way up. But now it hasn't performed so well. Looks like we're going to hit trailing sell for that one as well. So you get the picture. That is how you understand how to set up your calls channel, or whether it's the scraper bot for Maestro. Very, very similar. So if you have your own calls channel, you can do that as well. Under that me section, go to the calls channels, Solana, and then me, obviously set that up. Now, if you want to start scaling up and start making profits, you've tested enough as it is, and you're happy with the way things are going. For me personally, I'd like to test a bit more on this strategy, make some adjustments. But if you're ready to start scaling up, what you need to do is hit the buy amount here. Maybe a good option, 0.15 Solana for your trades that you're aiming to make profit on. So therefore you can see up here, the amount that you're buying now is 0.15. So that is how you bring in calls from your own channel into Maestro, as well as the scraper bot for Maestro, which I will get into in a later video once I get my Telegram sorted out. Just go into the calls channel, hit Sol, hit me, and then set up your particular style of trading, how much you want to trade, and your filters for those trades. Do some tests. Always do tests before you start actually investing in real funds to try and make profit, and therefore to make things a little bit more safer. Now we're going to jump in and have a look at the copy trading side of Maestro. Now if you go to the start menu, the sniper menu right here, you'll see down below the call channels, we've got copy trade, and just click on copy trade, click on Sol. And what we need to do is we need to add some wallets, and we also need to activate our copy trading. Well, it probably goes without saying that the majority of the work required for copy trading is in finding the wallets. It will take you time and effort to find good wallets in order to copy trade. And if you do happen to find those good wallets, then the actual transaction and copy trading side of it shall be easy, and the process going through Maestro shall be easy as well. What I've done is I've jumped over to our DGen Meme Calls wallet scanner. Now, in order to find wallets, we've actually built our own wallet scanner. It's called DGen Wallet Checker, and I'll just jump over to there now and show you the results of what I did scanning some wallets. Now, what you can do with the DGen Wallet Checker is you can scan the wallet vault right here. Our wallet vault scans tens of thousands of wallets every day and records their transactions, and we can search through that vault with specific filters. I've done a quick search for some wallets, and I found a few that I might be able to start copy trading with Maestro. And some of those wallets look like this. Now, these are a bit speedy, these wallets. Good idea to test these trades with these wallets. As per usual, always do test trades before you do anything, whether it's calls, sniping, copy trading. do test trades to test the results first before you start actually investing in real funds. So I've got a few wallets here that I want to add to Maestro that I found in DJ Wallet Checker. The link to DJ Wallet Checker should be in the description below if you do wish to jump onto that to find good wallets. You're more than welcome to use the wallets that I use here in this video, but keep in mind other people would be watching this video and probably using these wallets to copy trade as well. So if they work out, then you better be quick to get in and make sure you get in first and early. So we're going to jump into Maestro now, and we're going to start adding these wallets to Maestro. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to copy this wallet address here, and we're going to jump over and add a wallet or contract, and it'll ask you for the name of the wallet. Now what I normally do is add the last 3 digits for the name, just so I can recognize the wallet. And then we need the wallet address. So I'm just going to add the wallet address there, and that is now available, SGX. I can rename that. I can actually jump in here and edit it. So now we need to jump in and start editing these trading details. Now, depending on which trading bot I usually do very filtered trades depending on the wallet that I'm copy trading and the kind of trades that they get into. So today we're just going to add these in, not so much worry about the actual filtering of the trades too much. We just want to see how things perform with the Maestro copy trading bot, and we want to see how fast it is. We want to see how successful these trades are. So let's jump in and have a look at these settings right here. So the first thing, multi. Obviously, we're not using multiple wallets, we're just using the one, so we don't need to worry about that. Blind follow. It does recommend not to use blind follow, so I would skip that altogether. You're going to probably invest in some dodgy tokens if you do a blind follow, so don't worry about that. With auto buy, of course, we want that to be activated. Auto buy is enabled, and it is also enabled globally, like we did earlier in this setup. And now we have max buy. So we have buy percentage or max buy, and usually I set my own amount to buy to. And today, obviously, we're doing test trades, so I'm going to do 001. I want to see how successful these trades or these copy trades happen with Maestro. So we're going to do slippage. We've got that global slippage set up, so we're going to keep that at 35 for now. We're going to keep the gas price at 0.002. Let's just jump in and check the wallet. The wallet gas price is pretty low, so we don't need to worry about that too much. We've got min market cap global 10,000 and max market cap 10 million. Let's just have a quick look at the market cap on this particular trader, and he's getting in at some decent market caps. The lowest one was 14,000. We can leave that as is for this one, and we can jump in and have a look at the rest of the details. So all of those I'm pretty happy with for the moment. Copy sells. Now I noticed on these 3 wallets, their exits for these trades weren't that great. Generally, I would copy the sells if the wallet was doing great entries and exits, but on these 3 wallets, I've noticed that they're getting out a little bit too early. So on this occasion, I'm not going to copy the sell just to see how we go, and I'm going to set my own sell high and sell low amounts. Auto sell, we're going to activate that, and we're going to activate trailing sell in case things don't reach our highs, and we can drop down and exit out of that trade if things don't work out. So sell high and sell low, we want to set that percentage. So let's just set a conservative 100%. That is pretty conservative for copy trading, so let's just keep it at that. Sell low, we want minus 50 if things go bad. That's our stop loss. And the sell high amount, we want to sell 100%. So let's just see how things perform at a very simple 100%, sell 100% of your tokens. So sell low amount, we want 100% as well. And then minimum max market cap, I'm not going to adjust those. I normally would, depending on the wallet that I'm copy trading and depending on their trades they get into. But on this occasion, I'm just going to leave that as is for now. Liquidity, don't worry about that. And that market cap liquidity, I also do not worry about that too much either. So that wallet is now basically ready to go. We just need to do one more thing, and that is to activate our copy trades. So if we go down here to the menu, our copy trading menu, so we need to turn that on. And that is copy trading turned on. We are now active. We'll be able to start copy trading these wallets as soon as they start trading themselves. Now I'm going to jump in and add these other 2 wallets, and we're going to wait for a period of time to see what kind of results we get these copy trades. So I'm just going to add these other 2 wallets right now and add very similar settings for those 2 wallets, pretty much the same, and then everything will be ready to go. So the 3rd wallet, again, like I said, you're welcome to try and copy trade these wallets. Keep in mind that there will be other people copy trading these wallets probably from this video, so keep that in mind. If you do want to use DJ Wallet Checker, feel free, link is in the description below to find your own wallets. I definitely do recommend that. So now we're going to activate these wallets: auto buy, auto sell, trailing sell, the sell high and sell low. I'm just going to leave this 125%, sell amount 100%. So I'm going to leave those as the global settings for the auto sell high and the sell low amount as well, already set in the global settings, so I don't need to worry about those. We're just going to try and find out what these wallets do in relation to copy trading with Maestro and see how good things go with these wallets. Once we do get those results from the copy trades, we'll be able to decide whether we want to scale up our trades or not, or renew those tests, or or change the settings in regards to the test results, whether they failed or not, and then continue our tests until we're profitable. And then once we are profitable, we can then scale up and start investing in proper amounts to start making profit. So that is a really good way to do it in terms of copy trading. Testing first, or spend minimal money on testing, and then once you've found a good wallet that's giving you good results, start scaling up and start entering proper money for proper profits. So we're going to leave that as is. We've put in our buy amount, 0.001 for testing. Gas, slippage, and buy amount is all good, and everything is all set for that. I'm not copying the sells once again. I want to see if I can get some later exits compared to the wallet that we're copy trading. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to activate final wallet and auto buy amount, auto sell, trailing sell, and we're going to leave the sell high, sell low as global settings like I did earlier, and that is all enabled and ready to go. So 3 wallets ready to copy trade. Now we're going to come back at the end of the video to check out the results for these copy trades. We're going to let those run for a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to run through the rest of the Maestro trading bot to find out what else we can do in this trading bot. Okay, let's have a look at the other trading option for Maestro, which is Auto-snipe. Let's jump into Auto-snipe. As per usual, we're selecting Sol because we're on the Solana blockchain. And here is where you can add snipe. Now you want to be able to snipe tokens that launch. Here is where you can set that up. Now you can hit config, and it's very much like the other sections for the Maestro trading bot. You need to enable these features first. So we've got auto sell, trailing sell all enabled. Right now I'm going to turn off trailing sell for this particular option, and we're going to leave auto sell on, obviously. So up here we have the slippage 100%. We're going to leave that as is because we're sniping launches on Radium. For these examples, I'm going to be using pump fund migrations over to Radium. So obviously we're going to leave auto sell enabled. Trailing sell, I'm going to leave that off for now. Auto sell high 100%, sell amount 100%, auto sell low minus 45, sell amount 100%. So for this example, this is how we're going to run it. Just going to leave some very simple settings up for that. And there's not much else you can really do with this apart from the priority fee as well. Now, if you're going to get into some serious sniping for launches, I suggest you up the priority fee a little bit higher than probably what this is now. But for now, we're going to leave this for the tests that we're going to do. Of course, we're going to continue our testing trend right now to test how these things run through Maestro. And then once we've finished our tests, we're going to up the investment or scale up our investment in order to make profits. But we need to find a successful strategy first in order to do that. So let's get started sniping some pump fund migrations over to Radium. So that is all ready to go. So we're going to hit back here, and now we just need to add snipes. Now you can add snipes manually, of course, if you want to do that. If you have a calls channel or you're subscribed to a calls channel like our DJ meme calls, you can do this manually if you paste in tokens prior to their launching on Radium. But I wouldn't suggest doing that. It's a lot of work in order to get good snipes. What we have is our scraper bot, and I'm going to send over pump fund migrations directly into Maestro from our scraper bot. So it does it all for me. All I have to do is click buy. So let's jump over to the scraper bot and get that set up for ourselves. So we've got a bunch of calls here on our channel running through the scraper bot. And what we want is pump migrations. I want to snipe migrations that come over to Radium and hit the channels, and all I need to do here is select pump migrations, and now I've got Maestro Pro selected. Now I could filter these tokens a lot further here if I wanted to through our scraper bot, but I really just want to send all the migrations over to Maestro just to get an idea of the tokens that come through, so I can manually select the ones that I want to snipe. So that is ready to go. I'm just going to leave all those filters unfiltered for now. Pump fund migrations, and we're sending those over to the Maestro Pro bot. I'm just going to hit start on that. Make sure we're active. Yes, we are active, and that is now running. Let's jump over and see these pump fund migrations come through to Maestro so we can activate the snipes. So let's just return back to the main menu. Now there are a lot of tokens that come through migration every day, hundreds of tokens that come through. There are probably 60,000 tokens that launch on Pump Fund every day, and maybe 1 to 1.5% at most graduate over to Radium. That still is about 400 to 500 tokens every day. So it is impressive the amount of tokens that come through. You do not want to snipe every single migration. You want to make sure everything checks out. And that's why we have all those filters here in the scraper bot if you want to filter things down further. So essentially what the scraper bot is doing is sending this token contract over to Maestro in order to initiate that sniping menu. And when that sniping menu comes through, like you see here right now, we've also got snipe options, and we can hit enable snipe. So that will snipe that token once it launches. So let's do a test on this particular snipe. We're going to snipe 001 on this particular token, and we're going to go back to the menu and watch when this one launches. So this shouldn't be too far away from launching. You can see here some of the details that come through from the snipe menu. Market cap is not available for this one. Age is 5 hours. Bonding curve obviously 100%. Token is currently being deployed to Radium, so we've just got to wait. Snipe now active 0.001. So we'll see how this snipe initiates and how it reacts once it hits Radium. Of course, you've got more options. If you do wish to jump in there, you can jump into snipe options and have a look at more there. So snipe activated by transaction 001, you gained 2,600 FED primary trade, so therefore we have our monitor up there as well. So that trade was successful, and you can always update with the monitor here as well and check out how that trade is running. So already up 19%, 20%. So as you can see, it's pretty volatile. These pump fund migrations to come to Radium are always very volatile, but that is certainly looking pretty impressive right now. Let's just keep an eye on that until we get the next token coming through. Currently 38%, and that's updating every couple of seconds. Getting very close to that sell point of 100% now. Looking pretty strong, this token right now. When we've done a few snipes like this, we'll go back over to the charts and have a look at how things performed after the migration of those tokens and see how the snipe went. So we'll do a couple more and jump in and have a look at those charts. While we have the trade monitor up here, you can see all the options you have for managing your trade. You can sell your initials, you can sell a certain percentage, or you can sell the whole lot depending on where you think the trade is going. You can also buy the dip as well. So there is plenty of buy and sell options if you want to get out of a token or jump back in. This trade monitor is fantastic, and obviously you can flick between different trades that you have running at the time. So we'll show you that once I have a few more trades in the bank. We've got another snipe coming through. Let's have a look at this snipe. We have Toby coming through, and we can hit snipe now. Let's jump on snipe now, and let's type in the amount of sol we want to snipe with. Of course, we're just running tests for now, and that is active. So a pump fund token snipe will activate once the liquidity is deployed on Radium, and we can go back, and that will snipe once that launches, and we'll get another token in the bank to have a look at and see how the snipe performs. Snipe activated and snipe successful, and we've gained some Toby, and now that is also in our monitor. Let's have a look at Fed. Fed is 36%, so we can roll through our current trades on this trade monitor right here. Toby minus 25, minus 18. We've got Fed plus 36%. So those are two tokens we've sniped already from pump fund migrations within 10 minutes. So Fed is kind of hovering around that 30% mark, not pumping up any high. Got up to about 80%. Now we have Toby minus 15, Fed hitting 44%, and now we have Toby breaking even. As you're looking at monitors as well, you can see the other trades that you have without needing to scroll through them. They pop up here, and the list down the bottom, other trades. So while you're watching one trade, you can have a look at your other trades down here, so you don't need to scroll through them all the time. And if you really want to, you can bust out a P&L card so you can share with your friends and community members to get them hyped about sniping some pump fund migrations. As you can see here, Toby hit the stop loss that I'd set for the sell low. So sell low was set at 45%, down 45%. So that is hit the sell low position and sold. But we want to test out quite a number of snipes before we decide to scale up our investment, to figure out what the best strategy is for sniping these pump fund migrations. So we may need to add some filters at the scraper bot side of things, or we may need to consider how we purchase these tokens here in the Maestro trading bot by doing a bit more research into the token, whether or not we want to snipe that token. Another token to snipe here, Spart 00. Don't forget we have snipe options here if you do wish to change some settings here for anti-MEV and all sorts of things that you want to set here, slippage, priority fee, etc. But if you're ready to go, just hit snipe now and enter the amount you wish to snipe. So now we're going to wait for that snipe to come through. Now we had Toby already hit that stop loss setting that we set, minus 45. Fed is still running, hovering around 30, 40, 50%. So we're going to see how this one goes. There we have it. Snipe activated, snipe successful. I bought 3,200 Spart 00 as a good test. So now we see how that runs, and we have two tokens running right now, Spart 00 and Fed FED. As you can see, Spart 00 right off the bat has dropped down. Normally what happens with these pump fund migrations, they dump down 20, 30, 40% as the bots dump their holdings to try and take profits, and then things will pump back up again. Then it's up to you whether you want to take profits manually or wait for you to hit that sell high position of 100% or whatever percent you set to your sell high. I'd suggest probably making a little bit more conservative sell high position, maybe 50% for these particular tokens, so you can get in and get out ASAP. Now, depending on the token, of course, you may want to hold for longer, or you may want to set a higher sell position as well. So totally up to you how you snipe these tokens, but that is a good example of how to snipe pump fund migrations with the Maestro trading bot. And you can see spot has already come back above even, or hovering around even right now after being dumped down by those bots. So you can see it's trying to pump back up and possibly get some profits with that token. Let's have a look at where Fed is. Fed is now 76% in profit. If you were looking at this token, it's been hovering around this range for the last 10-15 minutes. So you might be inclined, if you are looking for profits, to close out that trade and take some profits. As you can see, SP5 is hovering around the break-even mark. Let's watch that for a little bit longer and see how things run. But we'll jump over the chart as well to see how things looked on the chart for these 3 snipes that we did. In the charts, you can see quite clearly what happens when these tokens from Pump Fund, they migrate over to Radium. They have that nice little dump. As soon as the bots dump all their tokens, then things start pumping again. We can see here clearly that it would be a much better option to maybe set our take profit levels or sell high levels, maybe 50%, to get out of these tokens ASAP before they start dumping down again. Of course, some of them are going to run to higher market caps, but you never know which ones are going to do that. What you aim to do is get in and out as quick as you can and take profits as quick as you can. You can see Fed here is still running. Probably would jump out of this now just to make sure we can take some profits. Let's have a look at the other ones. SP5 starting to pump up nicely now, so we can wait for that one to pump a bit higher and hopefully reach that take profit level. But you can see after migration, this one had a bit of a pump and then dumped back down, and then it's starting to come back up again. Toby didn't go so well. Of course, there was a little bit of profit to be taken here if you were keen-eyed to take profits at those levels. But you can see once again, once migration hits, dumps down and then pumps back up again. So there is a strategy that you can see here. I got into one more token. This one pumped right up to 164K after migration and then kept pumping up, but we got in a little bit late. We got in 137,000 market cap, so a little bit late there, but you can see there's some profits to be had before things dumped down again. So set those conservative levels of take profit if you're going to snipe pump fund migrations, but there is a better strategy to utilize for pump fund migrations, and that is a delay on the live migrations. So you are better off using, whether it's a Maestro scraping bot or whatever scraping bot you want to utilize. Once a pump fund token migrates to Radium, give it a delay of about 30 seconds, up to even a minute if you want, and then do an auto buy. So therefore you can create an auto buy. So like I showed you at the start of the video, all we need to do is get that auto buy set up like I did in the earlier part of this video. Click on the calls channel and Solana and then me, and that is your auto buy section. So my suggestion for pump fund migrations, not to actually snipe the migrations, but auto buy the migrations about 30 seconds to 1 minute after they migrate. As you can see, obviously in the charts, and this happens to literally every token, very rare that a token will come up into migration and then go up and to the right. Usually it comes down and to the right and then starts going up if it has momentum. So they don't always do that. Majority of them do that. So you're better off waiting for 30 seconds to a minute and then coming in and auto buying those tokens. And then you can really filter out the tokens that you want to auto buy as well, rather than sniping every single migration. But that is a good example of how you can auto snipe through Maestro if you do wish to do it that way. Okay, time to have a quick overview of our copy trading results. Very interesting results, and ones we can look at and certainly make some adjustments on. Now, I've had quite a number of trades go through, had quite a number of trades also fail. So it's interesting to see those results and what changes we need to make in order to be a bit more successful. So initially I started copy trading some tokens and I had my stop loss and trailing sell also in there as well. So we'll see some of those chart results in a minute, but you'll see here, got into one called Life Changing Coin through wallet YWH. And I think YWH was our most active wallet. Another one came through here, your Year of the Snake 2025. Managed to buy that one. Now, initially I also had not copying the sells as well. So what I found was my trailing sell would trigger a little bit too early and get out of the token a little bit too early. So I had to make a change or adjustment in regards to that to stop selling too early. And I also wasn't copying the sells of the wallets. So it was my trailing sell that was getting me in trouble here. And if we scroll down, we can see I made some adjustments to my copy trading. I turned off the limit sell for my final trades, but you can see here my market cap limit of 10,000 or more certainly filtered out some tokens. I don't really want to try and copy trade trades that are happening below 10,000. They don't tend to work too well. So very interesting results. Let's jump over to the chart and I'll show you what they look like on the chart and what kind of results we got. So here on the left hand side, we have the wallet that I'm copying their trades, and we also have my trades here on the right hand side. So here on the left, we have the wallet that I'm copying, their trade result. And on the right hand side, we have my particular trades that are copy trading this wallet. So you can see here, this wallet got out around this point. My trailing cell tipped off around here. So that wasn't a great call, tipping down. So best to get out of that early. So that trade was not very successful. That was the first trade. Doug the Pug came through, and here you can see the copy trade wallet did quite well. Got in $95, sold for 132. Here my trailing cell triggered a little too early. This happened a couple of times with a couple of trades. I managed to turn that off, the trailing cell, in order to try and get these gains that come through here. So missed those gains on that particular trade, but good entry point. You can see the timing here. 105.59 was the buy time, 105.58. So it's 1 second off, or maybe the next block over on the blockchain. So very, very fast in terms of copying the trading for Maestro. Jump over the next one, Galaxy Brain. This was a little bit too quick, in my opinion. This particular trade, you can see he did 2 buys and 1 sell. I did 1 buy and 1 sell. The first buy was 11.52.20. You can see over here, he did his buy that I copied here, 11.52.20, probably the next block over from their trade. And then 10 seconds later, they made the sell, and I got out 1 second later, which shows you what happens, the results that. So that was a little bit too fast, the trade on that one, but you can see here the set gas delta is below the recommended value, 0.01. So the gas delta recommended for these trades, obviously being quite fast, is fairly high for the tip or for the gas fee. So obviously, if we were to continue down this road, we'd need to up our gas fees and obviously scale our investment to get a profit from this trade. Personally, I like to try and avoid these kind of speedy trades if I can. So let's jump over to the next one, Nick.exe, and you can see this just was generally not a good trade at all. Got in pretty much close to the top and then sold down here. Obviously I copied that sell on this occasion, and that did not work out so well. And then we have one of our final trades, official mascot of 2025. We have the copy trade wallet. Got in here and sold. Did a nice increase, $74 increased to 111, and my trade did about a 2.5x, a much better result. Because when I noticed these wallets, they weren't exiting out of the trades very well. That's why I decided not to follow the sells of these wallets and do my own sells. So here you can see I've turned off the trailing sell. It did not jump out of that trade too early, jumped back up, and I got a 2.5x on that trade. So now we've realized what we need to do in order to be successful copy trading these wallets. We need to at least up the gas fee, the gas delta fee, on average probably 0.01, and then obviously up the investment in order to be profitable when it comes to the amount of gas that we're going to be paying for these trades. We understand how things are working now with the copy trading with Maestro. We've done some tests. I think it would be ideal to continue these tests. The other 2 wallets weren't so active, so maybe I'll find a couple of more wallets to change out and to try and find a handful of wallets that might be doing a handful of trades every day, so we can get some consistent trades and potentially some consistent profits. So that is the test results for copy trading on Maestro. Remember, always test before really getting into investing and trying to make profits. Once you find a strategy that works, then you start to scale up your investments and start to make some profits. All right, DGens, meme maniacs, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I appreciate that. Make sure you jump into the free DJ Meme Calls channel. Put your hand up if you want access to the premium version of the Maestro trading bot. We'll give you access. Remember, I've got up to 20 accounts to give away, so that's up to $4,000 in value. So be quick, don't miss out. All right, DGens, talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye for now.